What's the biggest red flag when meeting new people? They don't really listen to you or pay attention to what you're talking about, but expect you to be totally engaged with whatever they say and act put out if you aren't. When they try to one-up you in everything you say. When they're judgmental and critical of others, but never of themselves. They don't listen to what you say and respond accordingly, they only wait for you to stop talking so they can talk about whatever they want to talk about. When they start talking about the tons of money I am going to be making with their new business venture in selling knives door to door. I've seen a lot of answers along the lines of when they say negative things about others. Which I agree with, by the way, but for me a huge red flag is when someone can't let someone else receive praise or be the center of attention. I've met people in the past who have shown small signs of jealousy when I've praised mutual friends, siblings, strangers, etc. And in each case it was indicative of bigger jealousy and self-esteem issues that led to some messed up stuff. Asking me to PM them my ankle. Massive red flag. When you barely know them and they act like your best friend. Then later ask to borrow money. When the first thing they tell you about themselves is all the hardship and unfairness in their lives. Edit, wow, first silver, thanks all. If they can't take no for an answer. Reading through these comments made me realize I'm an asshole. Edit, it's like, I've been told I'm an asshole by my very best friends constantly at one point of time and I just shrugged it off thinking I'm way too charismatic for them to handle. Subtle signs that they aren't remotely interested in you, and the only way you two are together is maybe because an obligation, favor. People change their tune often when they have to conceal their feelings of disdain for someone. People think I'm a bitch, but I'm really just blunt and tell the truth. They can't handle that. Quote, nah, chances are you're just a bitch. Everyone here talking about slightly negative people, but Op asked for the biggest red flag, so I'm gonna go with having a swastika scar on their forehead. Too much information too quickly. People who divulge too much about themselves from the offset generally have poor boundary issues. I speak from experience. I am a recovering poor boundary haver. You immediately start hearing from them about all the time other people have hurt them, betrayed them, or otherwise been assholes to them. If everyone you encounter is an asshole, chances are you're the asshole. Sorry, I have no filter. Quote, oh, so you're an asshole? No thanks. Edit, or, fuck. I gotta stop commenting on AskReddit posts and then forgetting about it. I log back into y'all blowing up my inbox and have a mini heart attack. Belittling the sir in front of people but insisting it's a joke every time. Sadly in this situation I used to be the belittled so. When they only talk about themselves. Let's be honest, we often see these red flags but deliberately push on to form a relationship. If the relationship goes bust, we critique ourselves for not heeding the warning signs. This is an unjust self-criticism. More than 2 tattoo teardrops. I have only ever met 2 men that I'm aware of who lied to me about their ages when we met. Both of these men turned out to be extremely unpleasant and abusive people. I dated one of them and knew the GF of the other one. I think people who lie easily even over trivial things tend to have very complex psychological problems and are best steered clear of. When they're instantly rude to e.g., waiters or strangers in general. When they bring up topics out of nowhere just so they can spout their opinions and not actually have a conversation. It's very telling about their personality. When you mention something you enjoy and they immediately put it down. I enjoy going on photography walks around cities. That sounds really ***T. Okay, well, kindly get lost, Mrs. Stranger. All they talk about is themselves and don't ask a single thing about you. I get the feeling that they just want to only talk about themselves, don't care who it's to and don't really care about the person they are speaking to. If you like it and want to see more, please like the video and subscribe.